Every day, you open your phone, messages load instantly, videos stream without effort, information travels across the world in seconds. But here's the question nobody asks: who made this possible? Not the apps, not the websites, not the billion-dollar tech companies. Long before Google, before social media, before Wi-Fi, one man quietly changed the future of humanity, and almost nobody knows his name. It was the 1950s. The world was tense. The Cold War had divided the planet. The United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a silent war, one mistake away from destruction. Military leaders had one terrifying fear: backhand index pointing right. What if a nuclear attack destroyed communication systems? At the time, communication worked like this: one central hub. If that hub was destroyed, everything failed. No messages, no commands, no coordination. The world needed a new way to communicate, a system that could not be destroyed. And that's when a quiet engineer stepped forward. His name was Paul Baran. He wasn't famous. He didn't seek attention. He didn't build flashy products. Paul Baran was born in 1926 to immigrant parents. He grew up fascinated by electronics, by how signals moved, how information traveled. While others dreamed of power or wealth, Baran obsessed over one idea: what if communication didn't rely on a single point? What if information could find its own way? Paul Baran proposed something radical. Instead of sending messages as one continuous signal, break them into small pieces. Each piece would travel independently. If one part failed, the message would reroute itself, like water finding new paths around obstacles. He called it packet switching. At the time, experts laughed. They said, "It's too complex. It will never work. No system can route messages dynamically." Some even told him to stop wasting time. But Baran didn't stop. He wrote 11 detailed research papers, explaining exactly how it would work. Those papers would later become the blueprint of the Internet. Here's the shocking part: Paul Baran didn't get rich. He didn't get famous. He didn't even get credit at first. Telephone companies rejected his idea. Government agencies ignored him. Another engineer later said, "We didn't understand it, so we dismissed it." Years passed. Baran moved on with his life, thinking his idea might never be used, but quietly, his work was already spreading. In the late 1960s, the US government launched a project called ARPANET. Its goal: create a decentralized communication network. Sound familiar? ARPANET used packet switching, the exact concept Paul Baran invented. From ARPANET came email, networked computers, data routing, and eventually the Internet. Every message you send today, every web page you open, every video you stream, is broken into packets, just like Paul Baran imagined. So why isn't Paul Baran a household name? Because he didn't remind people of his contribution. He didn't patent the idea aggressively. He believed knowledge should be shared. While others built companies, brands, and fame, Baran stayed in the background. By the time the Internet exploded globally, his name had already faded from public memory. Yet without him, there is no modern Internet. Decades later, recognition finally came. Paul Baran received the National Medal of Technology, multiple Lifetime Achievement Awards, praise from Internet pioneers. But by then, the world had already moved on. He passed away in 2011, quietly, just like he lived. Today, billions of people use the Internet. Very few know the name Paul Baran. And maybe that's the lesson, that the people who change the world the most are often the ones who never ask to be seen. So next time you send a message, load a video, or connect with someone across the world, remember the forgotten genius who made it possible: Paul Baran.